Now, your latest news update from Western Mass News.
Good afternoon. I'm Jordan Jaglinzer. Here's your latest news update from Western Mass News. Lawmakers in Washington continue to work to pass another round of stimulus checks. Officials say the CARES 2 Act being worked on in the Senate would once again provide $1,200 to each person making $75,000 a year or less. $2,400 for couples earning less than $150,000. Democratic lawmakers are working to increase the previous amount of $500 for each child, where Republicans are working to expand access to the funds for Americans married to foreign nationals. Officials say they're tracking a COVID-19 outbreak at Baystate Medical Center. Baystate officials telling Western Mass News that 13 patients and 23 employees on a non-COVID floor have been affected. They say it started with a Baystate employee who returned from a state that's considered a hotspot, and they didn't quarantine. They also believe that employees gathering in break rooms and not wearing masks contributed to the spread. And coronavirus testing is underway at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough as the Patriots prepare for training camp, which officially opens tomorrow. Players will not be permitted on the Patriots campus until they pass 2 COVID-19 tests. In the meantime, meetings will begin virtually this week. Physicals and walkthroughs are expected to begin next week.
It is a first warning weather day here, Western Mass News. The big reason, well, the heat that has built on in. We started that heat wave this past weekend. We're still seeing some of the hot conditions in place. There is a heat advisory throughout all of Western Mass. Heat index values 100 to 104. Our air temperatures, look at these afternoon highs. We're talking middle 90s in a lot of spots. You factor in that humidity, feeling closer to 100 degrees. Now, we do have dry conditions on our satellite and radar. We're going to stay dry until we get into tomorrow afternoon. That's when we could see a few thunderstorms rolling through. So we're talking middle 90s for the next couple of hours, finally dropping down into the 80s. Overnight, it is going to stay on the muggy side and mild side. Overnight only falling into the middle 70s. We're continuing that heat wave into Wednesday. By Thursday, a chance for some isolated storms, and we're staying mainly dry heading into the weekend. Still upper 80s, low 90s.
Stay with Western Mass News on air, online, and on our app throughout the day for breaking news, weather, and exclusive content.